I don't think people understand that they can buy an entire business for $10,000. And it might even motivate them to do what I want, which is, hey, remember when I keep yelling about buying Starbucks when you have no savings, or taking Ubers when you have no savings? I believe most people that make $80,000 a year or higher can actually save a lot of money if they get humble and strategic. And then if they take that from me, and then they learn from you how to take $10,000 to buy a business, they can quit that job they hate. If somebody in 2 years from now hears this, gets motivated, and notices that Carol at the flower shop used to be so peppy, but now the last 3 times they came, she seems miserable, and gets the courage to say, hey, Carol, would you sell this to me because I love flowers? Because of this podcast, we would have left a really good mark.
100%. And even like for the people listening, I want you to play a game. Every time you go into a store that's not Walmart or Target, just ask if the person who's running the place owns it. Be like, I love this place. This is great. Great ice cream cone. Thanks for making this. Do you own the joint? This is a really cool spot. Thanks for doing this. What they're going to find is, more often than not, that person behind the counter is the owner.
Yep.
Know all these owners and you don't even realize it. And if you stay in touch with them over the years, you might find a bunch of people that want to sell their business to you. And what's the worst case scenario? We have done a thing where we humans actually talk to each other and treat each other like humans again. That's it.
By the way, let me go even further, because I loved that you just did that. Let me give you another one. Do you know how flattered that person feels? Cody, do you know how good it feels when you've been working your face off? As you know, I grew up in a small business. I grew up in Wine Library is big now, but the store I worked for was actually Shoppers Discount Liquors, and it was my dad's local liquor store, and I grew up in that. And I can tell you, if you go to a small business owner because you like it, candy shop, ice cream shop, hairdresser, whatever it is, and you say, hey, do you own this? And then if you go and you got motivated by this and you're that person, you're like, hey, would you ever consider selling this? When they're like, no, I love this. When you leave, that person's gonna feel like $1 million. That person wanted to buy my business. I must be doing something right. That felt good. That in a world when small businesses have a lot of customer complaints, even if they're doing a good job, having somebody offer to buy your business is like the greatest thing in the month. So to your point, yes, you're contributing to humans interacting, which is lovely, but I promise you it's actually better than that. You're flattering another human being, which is just a beautiful gesture.